Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and welcome to the world's quietest roast. I'm just kidding, it's Freeman. Bet you couldn't tell the difference on that one, you bitch. Roll the intro. Hello guys, it's Freeman. As you already know probably, whenever I do a video, they have a particular theme that runs rampant throughout the entirety of the video, and this is no exception, because today I'm talking in a very fitting fashion to one of the Thot's favorite pastimes when they want to get the easy cash, and that is ASMR. But not only ASMR, no. We are not limiting ourselves that simply. We are also branching out to a little bit more of a spicy topic, because there is a small little conspiracy that I have that we are going to go through in this video. But before we do that, let's get into the first topic of today, which is ASMR. As most of you already know at this point, ASMR stands for a sexualized Minecraft roleplay, which is a running theme that is very common in every single ASMR video made by whammons. As such, this is one of their primary tools when they wish to get easy money, because what they do is that they nibble on your earlobes whilst showing their ass on the screen. And I thought, if they can get that much attention doing that, I will see if I can do the same, but only doing half of those stuff. So, you're lucky in the sense that I'm not gonna nibble your earlobes, but I am gonna show my ass on the screen. So here, this will be here now for the reminder of the video. Now that my ass is on the screen, it should be hypnotic enough to have you listen to what I have to say. These whammon have a very simple way to ensure they get the cash, and that is by simply sitting in front of their microphone, which is essentially just two ears that are specially designed for this purpose, which they start nibbling on and making sucking noises. And when you've clicked the video and started listening to these sounds, you will start doing your dirty deed, and as such, they've won. It's literally that simple. And therefore, I don't recommend, nay, I rally gamers rise up, because this is something worth standing against. They have a lot of other tricks up their sleeve to ensure that they can continue to get the money. For example, they tend to include a Patreon sometimes, so that they can get even more money, even though there's probably no reason for them to get money for so little that they have done. Regardless, it usually stands there. And there are usually some form of goal that will ensure that you will keep yourself watching and listening to whatever she has in store for you. If you were to donate $100, you could get, for example, a free cam show. Yes, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You can get a free cam show. Fully free cam show if you give $100 to this woman. That is just amazing. Just see how bloody cunning they are, and that is the specialty about these women. They are dumb, but cunning. If you think that this is the worst that they can do, you are so wrong. There is another place, another plane of existence that heralds these foul creatures, and there they are known as thots. Even on YouTube, they might be known as thots, even though this might be a slight bit more rare. But on Twitch, they are all thots. Don't mistake them. If they have a set of rags, they're thots. If they breathe, they're thoughts. If they blink, they're thoughts. If they are corporeal, carbon-based life forms, they're thoughts. Now these thoughts share similarities with the ones on YouTube, but they're a tad bit different. For example, when they stream, they occasionally might have very, very, very well placed mirrors behind them that just randomly shows off their rear. There are those that would have done squats for subs, and that is also another thing. And here you can see where the traits combine with the ones on YouTube. And that is that they're dumb but cunning. And with the coming finale of this video, I thought that I would brighten your day with a little bit of a conclusion. You see, I'm betting at this point in time that you're thinking, but Freeman, these topics that you have brought up, they are irrelevant. They don't matter anymore. The streamers, the ASM artists, they are virtually gone. They still exist, but they've been chastised. They've already been disgusted. It is already over. Why are you bringing up a topic that is so old? Well, that is a very interesting thing that you are asking, and I can tell you exactly why. You see, thottery has simply evolved. Life found a way. With the subsequent culling of these two various platforms, of these thoughts, came something entirely new, something that is a relatively speaking new phenomenon. This once seemingly rare phenomenon has now become more common, and as such, it has been brought up to daylight a little bit more. You see, when the rejected ones from Twitch and YouTube decides that they still don't want to lift a finger in order to get a penny, they decide to get a second Snapchat and make them into premium Snapchats. How does this work? Well, let me explain. These evolved thoughts simply have one Snapchat that is teasing you about a secondary Snapchat, using their bodies and some text to explain that it exists. And then you're hooked. You will find the second Snapchat, but you will not be able to see its stories. You will not be able to see anything. And the reason why is because you haven't paid for the access to this one yet. And as such, you are requested to give up a mighty fine sum in order to have access to the private Snapchat of a thought. And they involve exactly what you believe they will involve. Various lewd pictures and short films that will essentially give you the materials necessary to do your dirty deeds. And there you have the recipe for modern-day thottery. Through these various methods, they can earn all the dosh they need to pay for all their expenses. But they do not need to do anything else besides sending a few photos and films that are shorter than 10 seconds here and there. Once a day, once a week, a few times a month. Who knows? The contracts vary depending on the thought. But this, oh my, is a spicy topic. And let me tell you why. This, my friend, is the evolution of the oldest profession of humanity. Prostitution has evolved to match that of a modern age in a fashion never before seen. Because now, for the first time, you don't have to pay to have full penetrating sex. No, instead, you only need to pay to watch them. That is how far this profession has gone, and they do it with no shame. And why should they? They're beautiful. They have the bodies in the most youthful of forms. Why shouldn't they exploit it for all the possibilities that they can acquire? Why not? And there you have it. The fruits of humanity's oldest labor have gotten sweeter and more succulent than ever, even though the tree has only grown taller and taller. But that matters not, for now the fruit is so irresistible, you don't even need to taste it in order to feel the most wonderful of sensation that you can imagine. Is it not interesting? And you might rightfully think to yourself, is there anything to quell this thirst? There is, and that which quells the eternal fruit is humanity's oldest statement. There are only two things that are certain: death and taxes. The boys over at IRS really do embody the ability to spread this ancient truth to every single thought out there. And I don't think I need to tell you more. Instead, I think I will show you. Fine quotes indeed. But before we leave, I have a few things I wish to say. I'm going to collaborate with Gizzy Gasser in an upcoming video that is going to be on his channel. Do check it out, please. It is quite interesting. Besides that, I wish to thank you all for continuous support. So please, continue to do that. Like and subscribe, share the video around, and become part of the Freeman tribe. Cheerios.